Hello, Graybeard here. Oh, and welcome to the channel. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications so you can get an alert every time I put out a video. And don't forget to like and comment. All those interactions help. I'm a little struggling channel, I tell you. But anyways, this is the Polarna X01. A lot of people like to get the little overview of what the bike looks like. See this sweet little bike. Like I say, this is the fanciest of the bunch, but it's the most costly of the bunch too. But it's a good bike. If you're willing to spend a few hundred more, this bike is sweet. Like I say, the only thing I didn't like about it, the tires and the fenders, and I changed that. And it was $50 for the tires, 50-ish, yeah, it was a little less than 50 for the fenders. So for 100 more, I got all the things I didn't like about it fixed. And everybody's different. Everybody's got their own likes and dislikes. A lot of people probably didn't like these fenders when I put them on. They probably liked the old floppy fenders it came with. That's the thing I didn't like about the old fenders. I'll see if I can pull one out here. These are the fenders I bought on Temu when I was buying some for the beast. It ain't wanting to let go of the steering wheel cover. Yeah, these are the original fenders. This is the rear. It mounted back here like this, and the front one mounted like this. And these things, they floppy. I mean, they do the trick, but they floppy. Big thing is, I wanted these fenders. I like the rounder fenders better. I mean, it's on there. This in here might be a little more. Yeah, but see, it's still, it don't flop a lot. Don't make a bunch of noise when you hit bumps. Junk like that. I wanted to show you. I added the other two strips right here. What I did was, I moved this one over. It was right here. You see the little line and a couple pinholes where it was mounted. I moved it over there to close this gap some, which has still got a gap. But I made this gap tighter by putting these in here. And you can tell since I put that up there like that in between these two that they are not as bright. But I figured it would help. They're plenty bright. But anyways, now I got to turn the lights out and lock the door. And we'll be off on our ride. Yeah, I figured we'd give the old Polarna another ride after the Amiette. The Amiette is a very addictive bike though. It's like having these two 4-cylinder cars here. And then I got this V6 truck. Which one am I going to want to drive? The truck. For one, it's a truck and I'm a truck guy. And two, it's got a V6. Turn the battery on, turn the bike on. Yeah, the screen, I think it's probably one of the smallest ones of the three, if it's not the smallest. But it is a little bit fancier. You can see it better. Like the Amiette, I've gotten it to where I brightened it up and you can see it better. I didn't have to touch this one. This one came like this. I didn't touch any of the settings on the screen as far as brightness or anything. And like I say, it's quieter over bumps. And it's just a smoother ride all around. All the bikes are good. And you know, each person's going to have their own opinions about which bike they like better. And I understand that. to me, if I could have this one with dual motors, this bike would just way outclass the other two. Yeah, the Amiette just has more grunt. It's got the hydraulic brakes like this one. And all three will get you where you want to go, and you'll enjoy them. And I think they're all worth what you pay for. The Jansno is the most affordable, and the Amiette, it's a little closer to the price of this one, but still much cheaper. Like I say, I got this one for $11.99, but it was on sale. I need to trim that branch off that tree. On brakes, I think they just paved this road. Look at this. Remember, if you watched my other videos, there was a concrete patch down through here. Yeah, they paved it. Now they need to pave that main road. That main road should have been paved before this one. Yeah, it's paved. Yeah, I think at the Amiette, like I say, each motor on it is rated at 1500 watt max, 1000 watts continuous or whatever, you know, normal, whatever you want to call it. Jansno's rated at 750, but I believe it's a 1000 watt max. This one's rated at 1000, but I think that's the max. Because you can go back into my videos and do the, you'll see the one where I did Jansno versus the Polarna and speed test and everything. And the Jansno was just ever so slightly quicker. Just ever so slightly. Hold it. We can go up this way. I ain't went up this way in a while. Up the hill. Car coming up on me. That traffic's slow today. Usually when I go up around this corner here, there's cars just constantly coming around that corner. I can't hardly cross over here. That's weird. I'll go around. Everybody tends to turn up the hill there. Yeah, this is a busier road here. It's Cherry Street. You good? Right at the edge here. There's going to be a car coming around me here in just a second. Yeah, this seat is another one that's kind of a con. It's actually got more cushion, but it's rounded like this. If it was flat like the other two bikes, with the amount of cushion that it's got in the center, this seat would be the most comfortable. But after long rides, this seat wears you a little more than the other two. And it could be just me, because not everybody's got the same buttocks. A lot of cars passing. And there's a little stretch here, and then there's another one that's going to be passing me. But they all go up big hills like this in here. This is a pretty big hill. They all go up the hills pretty good. Polarna and the Jansno, you got to help it, because they're just single engines. but they'll do it. And if you're an old fart like me, you appreciate the help from the motor. Get out the way. There's a car coming up behind me. Woohoo! Well, they got over in the center lane. Yeah, this is a weird intersection. You get in the center lane to go straight, and the right lane to turn right, of course, which is kind of normal, but to me it just seems like a weird intersection. Oh. Trying to get up over here. Out the traffic. Going down the street I used to live on. You'll probably remember this if you watch my old mini bike videos. I used to live in this house right here. Somebody got it decorated cute. Used to go over this. Yeah, if you watch, any of you guys that watched my old mini bike videos, this will look familiar to you. Big hill climb on the big 200X, BT 200X. That was the big hill, and it's a steep one. That's the one that I came down on this one, and I couldn't stop. It's that steep. These brakes couldn't deal with it. They work good otherwise. And on my mini bikes, I would then turn up these this alley here and go up through here. It's a little blast from the past. Smell the inside of these old buildings on the outside. Old, musty, like sat there a long time, empty and junk. Yeah, like I say, if you watch my old mini bike videos, this little alleyway, you'll remember it, because I used to take off from the house and come down through this alleyway every time. That's a wee bitty stop sign. They fixing to pave this road. They got it all graded up. I mean, what do you call it? Milled. They mill it to get the bumps and junk out of it. And once you pave over it, it gives it more to adhere to. Somebody parked their bike there. That's a weird place to park your bike. And if you remember on my videos, this is the steep hill that I come down, and that's the little church I usually turn at. Oh, about unplugged my little chesty. I unclipped it. I usually pull up on this road right here. That's one thing about, like I say, these electric bikes, they'll make you a little lazy. So what'll happen is, you tend to forget to gear it down to a stop through the bicycle's gears. And then when you go to take off, you're like, oh, I'm in a high gear, but all you got to do is hit the throttle. It helps you out. Now I can feel it a little bit. I'm doing 25, so I guess, I don't know, maybe I didn't have this in high gear when I try to pedal it out, but I believe I did. Now we're going downhill. It'll pick up some speed. This is supposed to go up to 30, I think, but I've never gotten it to go up to 30 with my fat butt on it. If you're a lot lighter than me, like I say, I'm 230. So if you're a lot less than 230 pounds, you might get the 30 out of this bike. The Jansno is supposed to get you up to 32. But I've gotten it up to 29. I guess when 28. And it's still showing a full battery under throttle. And I'm getting 26. But on a bicycle, 26 is pretty good, especially for not having to pedal. We're slightly uphill now, that's why we're not doing 26. It's very slightly, but it's uphill. Yeah, if you ever come out with a kit where you can get an extra front rim with a hub motor on it, and a controller that you can use to make it work, this bike and the Jansno is going to get another motor. Woo! Yeah, this is the route I used to take on the minis. Hopefully it'll stay green long enough for me to get through it. Nope. Nope. Not quite. Skirt. Whew. That's what I like about Bluefield, Virginia. A whole lot less traffic. I still ain't got a car pulled up behind me yet. And I may not. There we are. Like I say, it don't stay long for this direction. Yeah, like I say, I do wish I had the balls to, the courage to ride my minis on the road still. And it was fun, it's very fun. I'd love to do it. A lot of people prefer to watch me ride the minis, and I can't blame them. These bikes are so easy to get around on. All you gotta do is charge them up. Charge it and go. Don't have to worry about gasoline. And if they sit too long, the carburetor gets gummy up on you. But on the minis, you can do more tinkering on the minis. with a gasoline motor. Yeah, I'm already feeling this on my buttocks. Oh, the rolling hills. It's just gorgeous. Skirt. Yeah, this is the only bike though that doesn't come with turn signals. Now the Amiet, it's only good for the people behind you because it don't come with front turn signals. That's one thing that the Janslow did better. They put them on the front too. Sequential. There's the doggies. They wanted to chase me, but they saw that car coming. They was like, oh, better not. Got a motorcycle coming up behind me. Whoop. I just saw a beaver, I think it was, go in the culvert. Skirt. Get this. Let the hog go by me. Oh. Straight pipes. That one's got some fueling issues, I believe. Smelling a lot of unburnt gas. Running a little rich. Actually, a lot rich. I would like to have a Harley. Don't know if I'd get me a big old hog, but I definitely, you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind having one. I wouldn't turn one down. But I'd like to have a Sportster at least. Woohoo! Slowing down because I let off and going up a hill. Went to pedal and it takes a second for the assist to kick in. Beautiful, just beautiful. This thing's still showing a full battery. I've gotten all the way out here and it's still showing a full battery. I'm kind of confused about that. Very confused. That might be that same hog. He might have went around the other way. Guess we could see if we can look at the duckies, dodge the poop bombs. It's looking clean. Looks like somebody might have cleaned this up. Yeah, well, no. There's still some bombs here and there. It's not as bad as it was last time.
I like your bike.
Thank you. Yeah, the duckies are out. Oh. Come up on them nice and easy. I'm sure you can see them. I'm assuming you can. They're like, hey, I see a human. It's pretty out here, though. Like I say, over back this way, that's the apartment building there. Over to the right of it. My right, your left, I guess. There used to be a restaurant called the Mayflower. And it burnt down. Had some good food there. I'm kind of confused. This thing's not showing the battery level. I mean, it's showing it full. But it's got me confuzzled because by the time we got this far out, it should have lost a bar or two. Turn it off a sec. I ain't messed with none of the settings on it. Let's turn it back on again and see what it shows. Still showing a full battery. That's weird. Okay, let's turn the, let's shock it by turning the battery off. Turn the battery back on. Some kid's squealing in the background. Let me try something else. Grab my key. I'm gonna pull the battery out of its socket for a second. And that's another thing about this bike that kind of shines over the other two. Once you put this battery in, I was thinking this didn't have a meter. It's got a meter. Oh, it's turned off. Never noticed that. How did I not notice that? It's showing like it's full on the meter on the battery. That is weird. We've rode a good ways. And it's still showing full. I'm kind of confuzzled. Now, this is one motor though, with a 22.5 amp hour battery. That's weird though. Battery's already on. Maybe it'll start showing a little usage by the time we get back. But anywho's, oh, unplugged her. No pedaling. This is kind of flat here. It's fixing to start going uphill here in a second. It's actually about 82 degrees. I don't know why I'm just topping out at 24, 25 mile an hour right now and it's showing a full battery. On a full battery, I should get 28. Of course, it feels to me like we're heading into the wind. Debating. Yeah, let's go this way. I am still dumbfounded that I've went this far. Like I say, when I took the Amiet this far out in the last video, by the time I got here, I lost at least 1 bar, if not 2. I'm thinking it was 1 bar. Two soon after though. But yeah, I'm surprised that I haven't lost any battery left yet. And I'm kind of confuzzled why I ain't hit 28 yet on this bike. Like I say, 25, 26 is fine, but I want as much as I can get out of her. Yeah, it feels like we're kind of going into the wind. The mountain. Getting past. Big rig. Well, he turned, and that's why he was. Trying to check my tire, see if I'm bulging too much now. I could probably give it a couple more pounds. Yeah, these tires are made to where you can run them soft. But I try to run them a little bit tighter to have less rolling resistance. Less rolling resistance means you can go faster because there's less drag. And you can go further because the drag's going to wear your battery down quicker. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see, you're down lower than I am. I should pedal more. Like I say, these bikes will make you lazy. Because it don't take a whole lot of effort to plug it up and charge it. Not pedaling is going to make you not go as far. So you will charge more often if you don't pedal more. Oh, we're down a bar. Now this bike does seem to go a lot further than the other two. The Amiet, because of the second motor and higher wattage rating, gorgeous. Freaking gorgeous. The Jan's no, because it's got a smaller battery. If you got a little know-how though, you can make any of these bikes go a lot further by adding more battery to them. And get a blender. It's got to make sure it fits the plugs you got on your bike. It's like if you go to buy one, don't just aimlessly go and buy one thinking it's going to work on your bike. If you go to buy one, It's just a darn good view right here. That used to be a Lowe's a long time ago. I don't know what it is now, but there's something going on there. But it used to be, after it was a Lowe's, it was an Aiken Sign Company. Aiken, however you say it, sign company. But it's gorgeous, just gorgeous. You might get tired of me saying that, but I think it's funny. Oh, just freaking gorgeous. But yeah, this bike here, just the way it comes, compared to the other ones, just the way they come, gets a lot more mileage than the other two. Like I say, it's 8 more amp hours than the Jansno X50, and only 2.5 less than the Amiet. And with it only having one motor, it's going to go a lot further. Just beautiful country around here. Trying to think how long I've been on this ride. I'll see here in a minute. His hand's trying to go to sleep on me. That's why I like these handlebars. A lot of people like the Jansno handlebars better. I do like how they kind of turn back, but I like these cause they're up higher. I'm an old fart. When I was young, it didn't bother me as bad. But leaning over, and you end up putting your weight on your hands on the handle grips, and it causes your hands to go to sleep. Yeah, I should be doing at least 28 right now. I don't understand. It's like this thing's topping out at 26. I might need to go into the settings and figure it out. Got a gnat riding my mirror. He's holding on too. Look at that. He's right over here. Haven't taken the Polarna up here this year yet. Might as well. Up in the Grand Park. Like I say, the old Amiet, you always throw her on a dual motor and not even worry about pedaling going up through here. But this one here, you gotta help it. Yeah, I haven't messed with any settings, but you know, being that this is Chinesium, it may have, like, you know, in its little memory banks, forgot something that was in the settings. Might have to go back in there and reset it. Like I say, I was going up this 17, 18 mile an hour on the, maybe 19 on the Amiet. Somebody's out here. Oh, it's on that little baseball field over across the way. Woohoo! Yeah, they need to grade this little pathway here. Whew. It's a nice view though. Them puffy white clouds. Whew. Just gorgeous. Whew. I geared her down to 4th. I remember to this time. I remember to this time. if you ever run into somebody, this is washed out down here. That's what I got stuck in last time on the Amiet. I kind of went up and then got caught like this and then took off again. I mean, don't really get stuck. I'm just in pedal assist 1. I always do it when I come around the back of this baseball field. And this is where it was thundering over there. Just like to sit here when I get up here and take it in. Get up a little further. The foliage kind of gets in the way in certain aspects. But that's part of the beauty too, is the foliage. Gorgeous. Like I say, it's not quite technically a mountain, but it's been called a mountain from the beginning of time, not beginning of time, but the beginning of it being named a mountain. It's even got mountain in the name, East River Mountain. You can look that up on the interwebs if you want. East River Mountain. Ooh, squirrel. Oh no, that's a rabbit. That's a wabbit. A wascally with a wabbit. Woohoo! Yeah, like I said, I used to work out here. Now see, this don't hold the steep hills like the other bike. That was adventurous. I was trying to hold that, hold it on the blacktop, but when you get on a really steep hill, these brakes do not hold. This is the oldest bike. Maybe I need to invest in some pads for it. Maybe it'll start stopping better again. And that's the only bad thing about these bikes. You go on the internet looking for pads, you can get swindled. Most of them are just about the same thing as the next one, you know? A bunch of cheap Chinesium stuff. Here's another rabbit. But you could pay $40 for a set that, you know, like you'd normally, like if you just buy the cheap ones, you get them for $20 for 2 or 3 sets. You can pay $40 or so for one set and it not be any better. You can go by the reviews, but a lot of people that's reviewing this stuff aren't no more knowledgeable than you or I, you know? Oh, I was wondering what I heard. I didn't know anybody was out here. But I was gonna say something earlier and kind of got sidetracked on the brake situation. Oh, there's a car. I didn't notice it. So we went up around. I didn't come this way to see a car. Ooh, the breeze. It feels good. It's good, yeah. Now, like this hill, this thing has no problem holding it with the brakes. But like I said, that little hill I went down, I ended up going over the grass. That's really steep. Really steep. Oh, we're in the shade, going down the road with the breeze hitting you. That's the thing about riding bikes. It doesn't matter if you're on an electric bike or a motorcycle or something. It's just the feel of the open road, you know, the wind hitting you, taking in the scenery. You can get the scenery in a car, but not like on a bike. And truthfully, even if you own a motorcycle, it'd still be a good thing to have one of these. Because you get the same feeling, except you don't go as fast. So I was in pedal assist 3 wondering why I wasn't going no faster than I was. Ooh. Still only 1 bar down, and that's under throttle. Don't seem to be as much, I think they call it voltage lag. Don't seem to be near as much on this bike as the other two. It does it though. Like when you run under the throttle for an extended period of time, you can let off, and a couple, I'm still down in 4th. You can let off, a couple seconds later, a bar or two will come back. They call that voltage lag. I think that's what they call it. You can correct me in the comments if I am wrong. I'm not right about everything. Yeah, I made a liar out of myself on this pedal thing. I could swear before I've tried to help pedal this at like 26, 28 mile an hour, and I couldn't feel it. But I was pedaling a little while ago at 26 and I could feel it. I don't understand. Like I say, before I got the Amiet, this one does seem to get 2-3 good rides out of a battery charge. The Amiet, I mean not the Amiet, excuse me. The Jansno X50. You do good to get 2 good rides out of a battery charge on it. But they also have something they didn't have when I bought it, the Jansno, is the X70. A couple hundred more, and you get dual battery. Now, like I say, that's way up into the range of the Amiet on price, where it has dual motor. But you know, it's a trade-off. Either dual motor, and you still charge it quite often, or you get the single motor, and you can go for quite a ways without having to charge, because in total, with its little tank-looking battery and a regular battery that mounts in a normal location, it's got 35, I think, amp hours, 34 or 35 amp hours. So it'll go quite a ways. Trying not to slouch too much. I find myself doing it. Hopefully I didn't do it too much. It's better for you to sit up straight with your posture anyway. That's a little car wash right there that always seems to stay fairly busy. Little old dead side of town here, and they got 2 people washing a car at the same time. That's actually fairly busy for this area. Go in the middle of town, it's more common for more cars to be washed, you know, at the same time in a car wash. Yeah, I'm trying to understand. This thing usually goes 27, 28 mile an hour on a flat. Till it gets wore down about halfway, then it starts, you know, the lower the battery gets, it just slowly starts trickling off on what it is voltage. Not voltage, but yeah, technically voltage. Because a 48 volt battery actually starts out with a little over like 52 volts. 52 to 54 volts, somewhere in there. So you're a full charge right there. As long as you're above 48 volts, the bike's going to perform, you know, even when you go, the higher you go, it's going to perform even better. So it's still gonna perform less as it trickles from 54. Just got hit in the mouth with a bug. But 54 to 53, you're gonna lose a little oomph, but it's gonna hardly be noticed. Once you get below 48 is when you start noticing it. Yeah, I don't know what kind of bug it was that hit me in the bottom lip, but it was a big one. See, I'm slightly downhill and I'm doing 25 with only one bar going. Yeah, we made it home just fine. It did use a couple more bars of battery by the time I got home. We was still about close to halfway out when the battery went out on the camera. But I hope you enjoyed this ride. Okay, I keep forgetting my mic. If you did enjoy this ride, let me clip this on here somehow or another. Yeah, if you did enjoy the ride, please click or hit whatever. Get that like button activated. Make sure it stays activated. Click it too many times to go back off. That would be the second time. But yeah, click it once and let her stay. Let her fly. And if you didn't like it, hit it anyway and lie to me. I'm a man, I can take it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. This GoPro, it's light hungry. You get to certain spots and it darkens out. You gotta be right under the light. Well, yeah, I'm right under a light right here. Yeah, it likes the light. You can tell when you're under a light with this thing, because that whoop. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking about another camera next time I buy one, or get one from Santa Claus, whichever way it goes. I think it's going to be the DJI. They did a test on this one video I saw the other day, yesterday I think it was. DJI GoPro 13, the DJI was the DJ Active 5 or something like that it's called. And Insta360 something Action 5 or something like that. The DJI is called Action 5. The 360 I think is called Active 5. And I can't remember what that fourth camera it is. It looks a lot like a GoPro, but the screen flips up from behind it instead of having a screen on the front of it next to the lens. It may have one there too. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, the GoPro tends to overheat when I'm in the garage and I keep the fan off. It gets a little warm in here while I'm doing things. The camera gets warm. Well, they say on every comparison I've ever seen, the GoPro always overheats. And I can't believe they go through all these different models. I got a 9. I mean, it's great. I'm impressed by the image stabilization and everything, because I can have you on that stick out in front of a bike facing at me while I'm riding, and that thing will be bobbling all over the place, and the camera soaks just about all of it up. You'll see a little bit, but that daggone, if you've seen what I see looking at the camera, you'd be wondering how that thing filmed me very well at all. And it does great. But that's what these cameras are good for, these GoPros. They're good for going down the road doing stuff, you know, riding a mini bike or riding a bicycle or an electric bike or a motorcycle. But the two that seem to be on top is the Insta360 and the DJI. And I just don't know if I want that 360. The DJI seems more familiar. And out of all 4 of those cameras that they tested, the DJI blew them away in battery power, as far as like going as far as it can go till it shuts off. The GoPro did less than an hour. The Insta360 and that other one looks like the GoPro went around an hour 15, 20 minutes or so, and then shut off. The DJI went almost 2 hours before it shut off on one battery charge. That's more than double the longevity that one of these GoPro batteries. This is not the regular GoPro battery. This is the GoPro. The regular GoPro battery is blue on top and bottom, and it don't go that far. Well, maybe that was the one they was testing, but these batteries here are supposed to be better. I can't remember what they're called. I'll remember it after I turn this camera off. But it's supposed to have a little more oomph than the battery that comes with the camera. And it does. It does. I tend to not use the regular camera battery, you know, the one that came with it, hardly at all. I'm usually using these. I can't remember what they call. I got it on my phone. Let me look it up. That's itching me to death. Don't you hate it when you're trying to talk about something you can't remember what it is, what it's called? I'll look her up real quick. Got unhooked from my Wi-Fi because out here in the garage it don't pick up too good. Trying to Enduro. It's called the Enduro battery. It's supposed to be way better than the one that comes with it. Anyways, yeah, and the DJI Action 5 just blows it out of the water. I mean, it's not even close. And that's up my alley. That's like taking this bike and adding another battery the same size to it. You know, the camera, and it's just the battery that goes in the camera. And yeah. But anyways, yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit like, comment, like, share. Helps a feller out. And keeps the channel going, builds it up. One day I might get monetized, and then you can see some real crazy stuff happening. I'm trying to get. That's another thing. On this camera, I've been noticing like dark, like patches going across the camera. You see it go up, like on my the what you call it, time lapse. You see the little. I don't like that. This I don't remember that doing that on the 7 and the 5. But anyways, yeah, like I say, like, share, comment. And if you got this far, please subscribe. It helps a feller out. And like I say, we get this channel built up, we'll do something. Right now, we're working on my budget, and I'm po. You know, there's a difference between poor and po. When you're poor, you don't know. When you're poor, you know it. When you're po, you're so poor you don't know it. Something like that. I probably butchered that joke. But anyways, yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.